welcome. This is the reading for Friday and the weekend. Hope you're doing okay. It's nice to do the reading for you, just to see what will be in store for all zodiac signs for the weekend. I'm feeling a bit hormonal today. Sorry, I know it's too much information. But I am feeling a bit hormonal. I don't feel too good. So you have to bear with me. Oh dear. Anyway, I hope you're doing alright. I hope you are. I mean, we had the full moon last week, eclipse, and I think I coped with it quite well. So I hope you did as well. Because they can be so powerful, can't they? See, Gilbert's just laying there having a little sleep. That's what we all want to do, isn't it? Just lay down on some nice cushions. Okay, so I'm going to use this deck, right, which is one of my favourite decks for the relationship message. Angelic Love Relationship Oracle. I'm going to use the Brian Froud deck for our mental health state of mind. Blunt Truth deck today for the message, what is your person thinking about? I'm still using the Sexual Tarot at the moment. I'm getting into it. Some of the cards are more naughty than others. Some of them are very erotic and a bit embarrassing. And some of them are sort of like, they're quite tame. So I thought, Kerry, just stick with it for a bit longer, because it is, in England, it is a bit of a, it's quite a naughty time of year, really. So I do like to use it. I hope you don't mind. My cheeky side's coming out there. We won't go into it. I'm trying to abstain from all that type of thing. Right, Oracle of the Roses, okay, which I have to say I absolutely love. You know I love this deck. So that's for our spirit guide message, what they're supporting us with. And then I'm using my deck to look at the message from Guru, okay? What is a wise piece of advice for us at the moment? And the Guru is really within you. You are your own Guru. But Guru takes physical form to help guide us back to our I am presence, our true self. So, right, that's it really. Not much else to say. I think I've said it all. Let's go into it. Taurus. Okay, we'll start off with your state of mind. So, Taurus for Friday and the weekend. What do we get? Okay, taking things nice and slow. Slow it down, this is advice, but it's also probably how you're feeling. Like you're probably just feeling like, oh God, let's just do everything slow right now. It's the best thing, just slow everything down. Maybe you don't really have a choice anyway and Spirit's making you slow down, or maybe it is your choice and you're being more wise. Because you used to go at 100 miles an hour and you're realising that's not really very good. That's what I've been realising. I do have Taurus in my chart as well. Unlock the door to happiness. Oh, you've got happiness. Okay, so you're finding your true happiness within yourself. It's a major breakthrough. We have to become the frequency of what we want. Whatever we want in our lives, if we want happiness, we have to become that frequency first. Otherwise, we can't actually manifest it. And that's why most manifestations don't work. Because you're trying to manifest something, but you don't actually match the frequency of what you're manifesting. And even if you can do that, sometimes like those of us who are very spiritual and all of that, I mean, I used to manifest things all the time, but then my ego would sabotage it because I wasn't really truly matched that vibration. So I could manifest really amazing things, but then I would sabotage them and they'd go wrong. Yeah, so you have to be the true vibrational match to what you want, and that's what you're doing with the happiness cards. You're coming into happiness. Something's going to make you happy. You're making yourself happy. You've already done that. Now, this is the Four of Cups. So, it's like you may have felt fed up for a while. Like you were fed up and you were thinking, when is this going to pick up for me? When am I going to get something good? Perhaps you'd lost some things and you felt like nothing could really replace those things. Nothing else would really match the stuff that you'd lost or had stuff that hadn't worked out. But what we're seeing here is King of Wands energy. You're coming back into your power massively. It's like, you know what, I don't feel fed up anymore. I'm not waiting for anybody to make me happy anymore because I'm King of Wands energy, you know. What it is, the King of Wands is about being mature, responsible, sticking with your goals and your motivations and your alignments, you know. So you're in your mastery. So you work towards your passions, but you do it in a much more mature way, right? And this is what you're doing now. So instead of running wild and crazy, you're slowing it all down and you're being more mature and you're checking your alignment and you're making sure that you're standing in your truth, you know. So you're not taking stupid risks anymore that then would pull you out of alignment, and you're not having tantrums anymore. You know, you're actually maturing, Taurus, here. And that's why things are going to get really good for you now. Like your life purpose stuff could really take off now. You know, and or your relationships could really improve now. Like lots of things could start really improving for you now. You're attracting somebody with Knight of Wands energy, right? So whoever you're attracted to is probably still sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes this person will still be displaying the old frequency that you have just left. Okay, so I'm being shown that you've matured out of Knight of Wands energy because you're now King of Wands. So you've matured out of a time where you were a bit risky and a bit reactive and a bit cray-cray. and now, so you've matured and evolved out of that frequency recently, and think life's, you know, you've started to settle things down, but your person is still mirroring the old frequency to you at times. For some of you all the time. So you've got somebody that's attached to you who's quite crazy, you know, they could disappear off at times, be very unreliable, you know, very passionate like you, but they could be unreliable or very reactive and easily triggered at times, you know, or maybe they're not like that all the time, but sometimes they are like that because they're just a mirror to where your frequency's just been, and your reality hasn't quite caught up with you yet, but it will. It will. Most likely, if that is a lover, that person does feel very attracted to you, which is obviously a nice thing. Yeah, your person, I need to have more fun. You see, they're still a bit immature. There's nothing wrong with having fun, but we shouldn't go seeking it in a kind of like addictive type of way. Like, when fun comes, then we enjoy it and we're grateful for it, but we have to have more balance, you know, with it. And I sense that your person maybe sometimes isn't very balanced about the things they enjoy, and they can sometimes probably still get a bit addictive. You know, not much you can really do about somebody else. The main thing is you're evolving and you're very happy, and as long as that's the case, you're going to be attracting happiness and people that make you happy. So the wise advice from Guru is the body is an illusion. So that helps you to remember, you know, not to get pulled into sort of toxic games, or if your person's being a bit immature or reactive, just let them get on with it. You know, that's what sort of Guru's saying there. It's the sort of thing Eckhart Tolle would say. Observe unconsciousness in others, but don't sort of join them in it. I used to always join people in unconscious stuff. I'd be like, oh yay, I'm going to join in. But you know, it's not great, because well, let's not go into that. Let's have a look at your how's spirit supporting you. The Knight. Ooh, you've got the Knight. Now that's interesting, because you've basically got the Knight of Wands as your person, and you've also got the Knight here. I'll just show you that card again, because it is quite beautiful, isn't it? Let's have a quick look at that, because I'll be honest with you, I don't really know. Oh, it just opens straight on that page. That's amazing. Thank you, Spirit. So here we go. Oh, I see. Basically, this is your spirit guides are supporting you to go with your truth. That's what they're supporting you with that card, okay? They're basically saying that you, I don't know if it's like you have to be your own knight in shining armour, perhaps, but it's like you've got to go for your truth and go in the direction that is your truth. Don't just stay with what feels comfortable, okay? Because we don't want to risk losing ourselves in the pursuit of the things that we think we desire. You've got to stop and evaluate. Yeah. So it's leading you towards a harmonious life. Spirit is trying to lead you towards a harmonious life. So you don't get caught up in somebody's games, or that when they're triggered, you just calmly take a step back and go, right, okay, let them be unconscious, let them do what they're doing. I'm not going to copy it anymore. I'm not going to rise to it or fall down to that level, however you want to say it. I don't mean that in a ego type of way. So yeah, that's it, Taurus, basically. That's the message. You're evolving. You're finding the vibration of happiness. You will be manifesting great things right now. Success, relationships are all going to start unfolding for you in a much better way. You just got to hold your ground in your new frequency, in your new truth. And if you do that, then somehow the reality will start to be the same as your new vibration. But you have got somebody there that's still probably testing you a bit at times, okay? So patience, I'd say. Right, let's go into Virgo for Friday and the weekend. Okay, fairies of the future. They are, there's no doubt that you're being led into the future. You know, and I know that's hard sometimes because we do have a tendency to hold on to the past, you know, because that's the nature of the human ego. It wants to hold on to the past. I mean, sometimes there's parts of the past we definitely don't want to hold on to, but it can still be quite traumatic to let it go, you know. And it's like your spirit guides are saying, look, Virgo, it's all about you moving forward. So whatever's going on in your life, it's got to move forward with you, or things are going to change anyway. Denial, see the truth in the situation. So they're helping you open your eyes to certain things and being very real with yourself. You know, this is all about your growth. This is all about your involvement. Oh, God. Sorry, something in my eye. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, I don't know what that was. Isn't that strange? Because we're just talking about denial. Oh, something in my eye. Hang on a minute. Sorry. Oh dear, sorry about that. Oh, that's so funny. Like, it just literally, my eye just, oh God, it must have been my eyelash. Oh dear, it's not very professional, sorry. But what can I do? Like, it just, I wasn't even touching my eye. So, Spirit doesn't want you to go back into denial about something, all right? That's a bit of a powerful message there. I've got Virgo in my chart, so they're probably talking to me as well. It's probably why it's a bit ramped up there. They definitely don't want you to go back into denial. They're trying to open your eyes to something, or maybe it's someone connected to you. But even if you've got someone connected to you, right, who's in denial, that is still a message from Spirit that you're in denial, okay? Because that's how Spirit works, isn't it? Sorry about that. That was weird because I haven't even been having any problems. Sometimes I do have an eyelash that's doing something funny.
but that was just like from nowhere, because my eyelashes have been fine lately. Like, yeah, okay, Spirit, we won't go back into denial. We've got to stay very vigilant now, because this is all about your growth and your involvement and staying true to your truth, you know, your highest and truest vibration. So thank you for your patience there. Oh dear. Right, yeah, the world, you're being upgraded, so that's confirmation. You are being upgraded. They're not letting you sort of, you know, go back to sleep. Like when you've gone through a difficult time, your consciousness is quite low because you're going through a difficult time, so it's quite hard to see clearly, and sometimes we don't look at the things properly. You know, it's hard, it's painful, and it's not even painful. So like we really can't understand what's going on, and we just feel really, really confused. And I was like that for ages. You know, I couldn't see clearly because I was going through a difficult time. So, you know, your pain body and your ego is sort of like all churned up, and you're healing all this karmic stuff, and you're purging all the time. So it makes it very hard to see clearly. And what they're doing with you now is recently you've had some sort of energetic upgrade, whereby you know, Spirit has enabled you now to be more of a clearer vessel, and therefore your level of consciousness has gone up, and that means you can now see things much more clearly, and you're getting a lot more understanding about certain things that were going on in your life that probably weren't serving you, but it was very hard for you to understand what was happening at the time. And now you've got Two of Cups that you're coming into. Now, Two of Cups kind of basically means that you are reuniting with yourself. You're going through this whole process of loving yourself, you know, being more honest with yourself, being kind to yourself. You're becoming a vibrational match for love, and you are attracting a soulmate, okay? So it's an amazing process you're going through, and I would say it's a very powerful process, and that's probably why I had to shoot off. And it was just so weird how that happened so quickly, you know, and I literally couldn't see anything out of my eye. It was ridiculous. So, you know, now twos. Okay, let me have a quick look at the twos, because I like to look at the numbers. I don't use numerology, I use the numbers of the tarot, okay? Okay, fork in the road, pure potential, high priestess energy. So you're at a point at the moment where you're in pure energy of pure potential. There is pure potential here for your life to now evolve. Unbelievable, you know, this is massive. You could be literally being upgraded in a very fast manner, from a very low vibration to very high vibration. You could see huge leaps in your life purpose right now, in your relationships, all sorts of things, even in your health, your mental health, your physical health, you know, you name it. Virgo, you could be going through incredible upgrades. And your person as well, now your person's got the denial card. You couldn't make this up, it's crazy. Your person, like I said, if you've been in denial, or you've got someone in denial, that means you've been in denial, and it's like you both haven't really been thinking clearly. And that's why you sort of a match, and probably why you would have had a lot of chemistry with this person. I think there's still a lot of chemistry there, and I feel like they're trying to tempt you into things, but you want this to be more of a love vibration, or you want it to be more meaningful. Whatever type of connection this is, you want more meaning. And you're sort of really waking up to that, and they are probably trying to tempt you in the old ways, but I don't think that's going to really work. Now, deep down, this person does really care about you, okay? I feel so much love for you. So this person does really care about you, but I think they don't want to admit it. They're in denial, okay? Or if they've made a mistake, or they've done something, right? They're just in denial. Deep down, they really care, and they know what they need to do. Right, the wise advice from Guru is remember your alignment. Really important at the moment, and that's why they're not letting you to go back into denial, and they want you to keep moving forward and be in your truth, because truth is the highest vibrational frequency. And it's really important, no matter how much you like this person, you have to stay in your truth. Because if you don't honour your truth, it will pull you out of alignment, and then you won't be manifesting from source. So this is what Spirit is trying to teach you, not teach you, but explain to you through this reading. I've got Virgo in my chart as well, so you know I'm talking to myself as well. I'm not I'm just passing the message. So oh, sensual, the sensualist. There you go, look. Right, your spirit guides are helping you to be more sensual. Now, I think Virgo is quite a sensual zodiac sign, actually. You like nice things. You like to feel good. It makes you feel good. You're going through this whole self-care, self-love, getting in touch with your vibes. It's beautiful energy. And you are very attractive to somebody. This person, 100%, I can see it. So, you know, you're just getting into your vibes, and you're going to be attracting love. I can tell you that now. You're going to be attracting better situations in your life. But what you've got to do is keep following your alignment, okay? Keep following your truth, and keep doing self-care. And that's what Spirit is saying. You know, hold your truth and don't veer off it. Stay on your truth, you know. And if you do that, this person's gonna have to, or maybe it's not just one person, but it could be lots of situations in your life are gonna have to step up, you know. That's what I'm being shown. So it's a progressive time for you, Virgo, so long as you keep doing your self-care and you stay in your truth and your power, you know. It's about holding that high vibration and not letting people drop you down. Oh, sorry. Huge gulp of orange juice there. It's all right for Gilbert. It's just chilling. Right. Let's go into Capricorn. Singer of Courage. Great courage at this time. I feel great courage you're taking to really nurture yourself, you know, to really put yourself first. Friendship. Successful couples are good friends. So friendship at the basis of all of your relationships, very important at the moment, you know. And checking in, like, do I have friendship at the basis of my relationships? Because if I don't, that is not very much, that's not honouring myself. And if we don't honour ourselves, we're out of alignment with source. So you're sort of taking the courage now to realign everything in your life to honouring yourself more. And if certain relationships or situations are not honouring yourself, you know, you're not going to give them so much attention. You're going to pull away, you know, because you've got to be aligned with this friendship vibration right now. That's what they're saying. Because true friendship and kindness and compassion is honouring source, honouring self. So it does take courage. It takes courage to step back from people that we care about and like, you know, because at the end of the day, you've got to nurture yourself first. And it's hard when you like someone to do that. It's hard to step back, but that's what they're encouraging you to do, I feel. Justice, yeah, exactly. You've got to sort of balance the scales of karma. You've got to cut some old karmic patterns that you've had of maybe pleasing other people or nurturing other people and not nurturing yourself, you know, or putting yourself in situations that haven't been serving you, that haven't been honouring you. Because everything in your reality is a mirror of what your relationship with yourself. So you've got the Two of Swords, and that's about denial, and it's about having the courage to come out of denial, to see things clearly and say, right, I need to break these karmic patterns now. You know, I need to let go of the old things I've been doing, because in some ways I haven't been honouring myself, and I'm going to step up now for myself because you know, it's like you're getting more and more clarity that by honouring yourself, you're honouring spirit. It's a similar message that I just gave for Virgo, but it's what the cards are showing. And it's nice because as you take the courage to step back from certain situations that haven't been serving you, because you can admit, you can't blame it on other people. You can only say to yourself, I didn't step up for myself. But now you're stepping back from those situations. Yes, it takes courage, but it's going to pay off, because it's going to it's going to mean, God help, it's going to mean that your relationships start to align to friendship and balance. It'll take a bit of time, but it's going to come. I mean, that's what the cards are saying. Yeah, you're coming into energy with people with Queen of Pentacles, right? So Queen of Pentacles is like people who are grounded in themselves, people who are reliable, people who are nurturing, people who are caring. But they're practical, they're grounded, they know who they are, they're not people pleasers, they're not into kind of, what's the word? They're not into codependency and getting too over involved. These are people that know how to sort of like deal with their own issues themselves emotionally. They can do that. But there's a good, healthy dynamic that goes on between you both. These are people that are generous and real and genuine and loyal. So, you know, okay, so for some of you, this could be to do with a love relationship where you're just like pulling back from it because now you've got to realign everything and stop the karmic pattern you've had of putting other people before yourself. You know, and it's going to pay off. It does take courage, but it will pay off because your next lover, or maybe even this person, you know, could change once your vibration changes. Yeah, somebody says here, why won't you give me space? I can't grow. They're very selfish at the moment. They're going for a selfish streak. All right, I'm sorry to say. And they are going for a selfish streak. Somebody. And it's probably just because they've got their own issues that they still need to resolve within themselves that they haven't sorted out yet. And at the end of the day, you can't fix them. They can't lean on you for anything to make themselves feel better. No, because it's not fair on you. You've got to honour yourself. So I think, you know, basically just send a very firm message out to the universe now that you are honouring yourself first and foremost. Just keep focusing on, try not to think about this situation. I'm not telling you, oh, you've got to cut off from somebody. I'm not saying you've got to end anything. Just pull back. Just pull back and just focus on you. Probably already doing this. And just figure out whatever it is you've been doing and however you need to change it so that you honour yourself more. You know, and then just give it a bit of space and time. Because in these cards, I can see Spirit knows you're taking the courage to do this work right now. And Spirit's got your back, and you're going to find that the energy starts to improve for you, and people around you will start to be more giving and caring. And the wise advice from Guru is to just trust Spirit is doing everything. I love that one. Just perfect, isn't it? Because it's a bit nerve-wracking sometimes. It does take courage to pull back from dynamics and situations. But it will be so worth it. Your spirit guides are supporting you with the Scientist. Whatever that means. I'll have a look at what that means. That is the Scientist, a memorial rose. Number 11. Don't fear the unknown, but also don't overanalyze. Try a new way, gather additional information, experiment. Okay, you can start finding the right direction. Okay, so that's like being a scientist. They're sort of saying to you that you're going to find a solution once you sort of are willing to let go of things, okay? Let go of what you feel and just stop and listen and look, okay? So Spirit's trying to help you figure things out right now. Spirit's trying to help you to have the courage to figure things out, to figure out what's going to work best for you. So like I said, you don't have to have any big discussions with anyone or do anything really drastic, but you can just put your attention on you and trust. Spirit is definitely guiding Capricorn to be more self-loving and to break some sort of karmic pattern, so that all your relationships are going to become much more, you know, much more loyal, much more genuine, much more stable, you know. So they're kind of, you're going to find yourself doing this, but it is with the support of Spirit. This is predestined. Okay, so it's going to be good for you, really, because I see good things will come out of it. You know, somebody who's been a bit selfish and unreliable lately, you know, even they could probably change once your energy's shifted a bit more, you know. Okay, so let's go into Aquarius. Okay, you're deconstructing things at the moment. You've got the undressing of a salad. It means taking everything apart, dismantling everything, so you can then put it back together a lot better. And so you're in the process of really redefining what your truth is. And as you look at your truth, you can follow it. And things will get better. Happiness, unlock the doors to happiness. So yeah, your truth makes you happy because it's your truth. It's your highest, you know, your truth is your highest frequency vibration when you follow it. And that's what you're doing. And sometimes it's messy. Sometimes we do have to deconstruct things and it's a nightmare. It can be, you know, it's a bit like the Tower card. It can just feel like a nightmare because you sort of think, oh, for God's sake, like, I've got to start from scratch, you know. But this is really good news because you're going to be much happier. That's what Spirit's saying. Because you're getting your life more sorted into the right frequency, the right alignment, you know, because it looks like things have been a bit messy. Which is fine, because I mean, I've been through it all myself, trust me. Okay, let's have a look at what else we're getting here for Aquarius. Okay, so you've got the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. So you are having a new beginning at the moment, and you should be starting to enjoy yourself more and explore things that make you happy. And also you're being a bit more responsible. You're being a bit more like honest with yourself, and you're starting to get a bit more in your mastery with the King of Wands. So things are going to start really improving for you now. You know, if things have been a bit testing, right, because I feel like they have been, you're going to find things start getting in a much better flow now, and things will improve. You know, your job, your life purpose, if you don't have a job, you know, your life purpose, whatever that is, your health, money, things will start clicking into place. There's somebody here who's attractive, and I think they're attracted to you as well, Queen of Wands. Now, there could be a feminine who's offering you some sort of opportunity to make money or to learn something, to be creative. Okay, so you could have a friend that's a great benefit to you, but it could also be a lover. Doesn't matter what gender or sexuality they are, but they're very attractive and they're also attracted to you. But you are basically saying this needs to be good energy. You know, this needs to be good energy, and I think you're ready to be very honest with yourself. If somebody's not making you happy, you're not going to get played. That's how I feel. For some of you, you know, this could be a new beginning where you're really going to get passionate about something, like I said, a new job or a new interest, a new hobby, a new spiritual path maybe. But you're really going to be enthusiastic and happy and more stable. There's somebody here saying, leave me alone, please. Okay, so there is somebody who's struggling, and that does show up quite a lot for Aquarius. There's somebody that struggles. But the thing is, you have to focus on your life, okay? You have to focus on your life, and that's what you're doing now. You have to be in your truth, otherwise it's messy. If you're not in your truth because you're worrying about somebody else, it gets messy, and that's what you're changing now. So your wise advice from Guru is stay still, because stillness is consciousness. Okay, so important at the moment. You know, there's a lot here, I think, progressing for Aquarius. A lot of things you're changing and shifting. And try to stay as still as you can. Try to do things as gradually as you can, because you'll allow more space for spirit to help you, you know. Let's see what spirit's helping you with. Sensualist. Oh, I like this one. Sensual energy. I'm very sensual. You can probably tell. So it's like you could be getting quite artistic at the moment. You could be getting quite creative with loads of different things. It could just be like just literally how you live your life generally, or you could be making your home really beautiful, or you could be sorting out your clothes, or I don't know, you could be going for treatments. There's just something here to do with your sensual, you kind of enjoying your body more, or enjoying something within yourself more, because some of you could be exploring your sexuality. I just want to say that as well. I couldn't get those words out, but you could be exploring your sexuality or thinking about that. But whatever it is you're exploring, there's a feeling that it's coming from within you, which is important. You know, you're not trying to find it in somebody else. You're trying to explore things for yourself and bring out of yourself what your truth is. You know, so there may be certain people that you have to step back from now a little bit. Not necessarily cut people out, but just maybe step back a little bit, because you've got quite a lot here to be doing. Oh, sorry, I'm so thirsty today. Right, let's go into Gemini. Your relationship card. I'm going straight into your relationship card for some reason. Spirit just made me pick them up. Denial. See the truth in the situation. Okay? When we're stressed, when we're triggered, we don't always see the truth, because we're stressed. You know, when you're stressed, you've got mind attacks going on, you've got pain body coming up, and all that stuff obstructs your consciousness and your ability to sort of observe. So there may have been something that's stressed you out and triggered you, and it's been hard for you to see clearly. And it may have been something recently that happened where you couldn't see clearly because you were so triggered. Or it could have been something that was going on for a while, and you were so triggered by the situation that you weren't really judging it properly, and you weren't really seeing it clearly, which is totally understandable, because that happens to me all the time. Now, you have got here this energy of this little guy, and he is taking things nice and slow, okay? So that's kind of what they're saying is the best thing to do right now, is just slow everything right down. Take your time, because it will help you to see things more clearly, you know? And that is the best way to go. Let's have a look at your right, so you're connecting with yourself better. You've got Two of Cups, which for me is like an energy where we're connecting with ourselves much better on a heart level, because we're slowing things down here. You know, I can see you're slowing things down. You're starting to see things more clearly. You're starting to realise what you need to do. And you're connecting into yourself. You've done a lot of work. Well done. This is what Spirit's saying. You've done a lot of work, Gemini, learning to connect with yourself and to do things in the right way for you. And it does make you a vibrational match for love, even if you're looking for love or you're not looking for love. This does make you more of a vibrational match for a soulmate, because when we're connected to ourselves, that is an energy of love. So you also get the World card where you're being upgraded by spirit. And spiritual upgrades or energetic upgrades are quite uncomfortable processes. Okay, they're really quite uncomfortable processes, and the best thing you can do is take everything really slow right now, because then you will just allow space for spirit to do whatever spirit's doing with you. And I can see in these cards that spirit is definitely doing something with you at the moment to upgrade you energetically, to help you see things more clearly, to be more conscious in your actions and more conscious in your thought processes. So you're doing great. You're doing really, really great, because you are taking things more slowly. You are taking time to connect to yourself, and you're gonna notice that you're gonna start making more either decisions that are better for you, or you're going to have some kind of breakthrough where you know how to deal with something in a better way. Or you're going to you're just going to be feeling a lot better, I think. Personally, I feel you're going to be finding yourself perhaps, I know it sounds weird, but you're probably going to be finding yourself acting in ways that are a lot more high vibrational, and you might be a bit surprised, and you might be a bit like, whoa, what's happening to me? You know, so there's that kind of thing. You're coming into an energy with people that is King of Pentacles, right? So people around you got King of Pentacles energy. This is like people who are grounded in themselves. These people are abundant. These people are connected to their source. They're connected to themselves. They're connected to their source. So they're very abundant and positive energy. And you're manifesting that because you're connecting to yourself better. And I said to you, you could be manifesting a soulmate, right? And you have got the card here, I know we will be together. So it is sort of like the journey to love for Gemini, right? It's like you're coming into this journey of love and abundance, and you're going through this whole weird process. Spirit's taking you through this weird process, and it's going to end up with you connecting with somebody who is a loyal person, very loyal, and yeah, could be your soulmate. And you might not have met this person yet. It might not be on your mind at the moment. For some of you, this could be a spiritual initiation where you literally start to feel so close to spirit. Okay, what does this say? The body is an illusion. All right, so body is an illusion. It is an illusion. That may make sense to you for lots of different reasons, so I won't really go into that. I would say the body kind of drops sometimes. In some ways, the body is part of the whole thing to do with addictions. Okay, so the more you come to understand that the body is an illusion, the easier it becomes to let go of addictions. I just can add that in. The ancestor, so your spirit guides, you've got ancestral spirit guides helping you, ancestors. Okay, and this is probably to do with you breaking karmic patterns that have been in your bloodline. There may be some sort of ending and completion. Well, you do have the world, which can be an ending and completion. So okay, so you've got some kind of intuition at the moment, and you are being led in the right direction. Okay, that's what they're saying. There is a beginning from an ending. So you're being spiritually upgraded, Gemini, is basically what's happening. Which is a very good thing. I think some of you may be aligning to spirit, which means you will become a lot more abundant. You're becoming a lot more conscious. You could be manifesting much better relationships. All sorts of things like that. Okay, let's go into Libra. Let's see what we get for Libra. Okay, so this is the Lamb. It's about not forcing things at the moment. I mean, I don't think Libra is generally the zodiac sign that forces anything, quite frankly. You know, I've got loads of Libra in my chart. But saying that, you know, we can all be like that sometimes when we really like something or we really want something. And this is about just totally taking the pressure off things completely. Like just literally just not thinking about something, just totally leave it where it is, park it, let it do whatever it's going to do. Okay, your relationship message, past. Leave the past in the past. Okay, well that's very good advice, because the past is the past and we can't do things how we've done them in the past, because we're always evolving and growing, aren't we? So sometimes it's like we sort of think to ourselves, well, we were doing this before, I was doing this before, like this is how I'm going to deal with it. And then we realise, actually, I've already grown and evolved. I'm not going to be doing things like that anymore because I'm in a different energy. So it can be a bit of a funny feeling that comes up. So that's why they're just saying, well, don't worry about it. Just literally let go, because everything's going to unfold in the way that Spirit wants it to unfold. So you've been weighing things up, like there's been obstacles, yeah? There's been obstacles that you've been weighing up with the Two of Pentacles. Thinking, what do I do? I need to get a better balance. What do I do? You get the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you've done really well. I think what you've been doing is great, because from what I can see, you've manifested for yourself a new beginning where you can start now living in your truth, okay? Because you've grown, you've evolved, and now you know what your truth is, and you know, basically, I can't go back to my old ways. I have to now live in this new alignment, you know? And this is the best thing, because it actually does remove the obstacles, weirdly. It removes loads of the obstacles, and you've got a very prosperous new beginning. Now, money could get really good for you at this time. A lot of things could get really good for you at this time. You know, relationships, there could be a beginning of a new relationship coming in for you. You've got somebody here that's still a little bit risky and unreliable, and that's just based off your old energy. It's where you've come from, and your physical reality hasn't quite caught up with your new vibration, because I don't feel you're in that vibration at all anymore. I feel that is the past, and I feel like Spirit is saying to you, you don't have to force anything now to happen, because you can just let the energy do its work. That person over there who's a bit risky or unreliable or whatever, they still attracted to you. Deep down, they do, what they're saying is deep down that they've got feelings for you. So I think they've put a lot of obstacles in the way. But if you stand in your truth and your new frequency, this person will figure out what they need to do. The Rescuer. Okay, so this is what your spirit guides are supporting you with. Let's have a quick look. To be honest with you, a lot of these cards are not that... I sort of get a vibe with that one, but I'm just going to read anyway. It's a lovely deck, though, the Rescuer. Okay, so often we begin with the best of intentions when diving in to provide our assistance in some form of rescue. Okay, focus on the lessons learned in previous challenges to help you find the solutions that you are seeking today. The rescuers are brave, dependable, and honourable. So basically your spirit guides are helping you now to just basically do your own work on yourself, do what you need to do, learn from the patterns that you've had in the past, whether it's with this person or someone else. You've had patterns, and you might have had the best of intentions, but it was pulling you out of alignment, and there was too many obstacles. And maybe you were trying to force things to happen, you know, because you wanted something so bad. But now your spirit guides are helping you to just move on from that, you know, and to focus all that energy on yourself. And that's what I think you've been doing. You must have already been doing it, because Ace of Pentacles is coming up here. So this weekend's a good weekend for you to sort of reset yourself, and I don't feel you will wobble off your new alignment. I feel like you'll be very sort of grounded in your new alignment. I think you've learned a lot from the past and you're not going to repeat it. Somebody here is still attracted to you, and deep down they've got feelings for you, right? So if you just give it time, energetically they're going to have to step up. Finding your true self is the most worthwhile path. That is the message from Guru. So that's it. It's all about you. I felt like saying that with that card. You know, when you find yourself trying to rescue somebody or really support somebody because you care about them so much, it's like Spirit is trying to say to you, no, don't do that. Put all of that into you. It's hard, isn't it? It takes time to realise. Okay, let's go into Leo. Okay, so Leo, Oakman. Okay, you're taking wise action at the moment. Very wise. That's confirmation. Let's have a look at your relationship situation. Happiness. This card's coming up a lot, so there's definitely happy vibes for this weekend generally. But yeah, you're taking wise action that's leading you to happiness. Very clear. Yeah, you are. This is so crystal clear. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. King of Cups, you've had spirit guides protecting you, and they've been guiding you very gently to get more in touch with yourself and to be more in alignment with your truth. Yeah. And you've got the Ace of Cups, which shows that you are reaching a much more content place within yourself. And from that place, that is the heart center, that's the heart chakra of the tarot. From that center point of love within yourself, you can manifest a much better life now. You know, this could be the beginning of something you really, really love. Like a relationship or a job, or, you know, whatever it is in your life that you would really love. And this card's quite a naughty one. Actually, the cards that today I've been picking that have been coming out, they've not been too naughty, but this one is a bit naughty. Somebody connected to you, I think they are attracted to you. They're going through some form of healing at the moment and some form of celebration. You know, they may want to spend some time with you, getting up to naughty things, or they may just be healing themselves at the moment and feeling quite happy themselves. So that it's a lovely mirror, can you see, between you and someone else here. There's definitely more happiness here. They're going through some sort of awakening, so there's a healing and awakening happening for both of you, really. Let's have a look at what your wise message from Guru is. Move in the matrix, but stay rooted in spirit. And I think that's what you're doing now. I think this is what you're learning, you know, because we wanna always stay rooted in spirit, because that's truth, you know. And then from there, you go out into the matrix and you do the things you have to do, and those things are in alignment, you know. So that's what, Leo, you're doing at the moment. And if you keep doing this and you stay true to yourself and you keep doing that, everything's going to start to be much more smooth. I feel like this is the beginning of a very new, happy life for you. because you've made some wise choices, or you will be making some wise choices. The artist, you're your own creator. Your spirit guides are just confirming that you are the creator of your life. And it all starts off with you, from within you. Because you are source. You are your own guru. You are spirit. So something is happening for you whereby your whole life is going to start feeling a lot more joyful. Because you're going to be continuing to take wise actions. You know, and somebody connected to you, also healing, perhaps wanting to spend time with you. Okay, I'm going to Aries. Okay, so your mind might be trying to play tricks on you and get you to think about things, like overthink things a bit too much. That's the nature of the mind, unfortunately. The human mind does tend to overthink things. Letting go. Letting go is sometimes necessary. Yeah, so they're just telling you that this weekend it's going to be about letting go of anything that's been stressful lately. Anything that's caused you stress. You know? To just let it go. And don't allow yourself to keep thinking about it, because it's gone. It's already gone. Okay? We're in new energy now. We're in new energy. You know, we can only be in the present moment. That's where source is. And then you're flowing forward. Three of Swords, yeah, there's been some sort of heartbreak or stress. There definitely has been. And maybe this weekend's just about you regrouping in yourself, you know, just taking some time out. Taking some time out for you to just do whatever you need to do, because you've been going through a lot of processes here, I can see. Something must have really been hard lately. Or, you know, maybe it was going on for a while, and I feel there is an ending of that. There's an ending of a period of your life, or maybe for some of you it's just something that recently happened. But whatever it is, there is confirmation from Spirit that that period or that situation is over, and you can regroup this weekend. And this picture is naughty. It's the Knight of Swords, okay? Now, you know, you're going to find yourself with the ability to just cut off of the emotions and to be very sort of like present. Just focus on the activities you need to do this weekend, and you'll be very productive, you know, because Knight of Swords has skills, very good skills to deal with challenges and the ability to get things done swiftly. And has the ability to sort of cut off from emotions. And sometimes that's what we need to do, because emotions can keep us stuck in the past, and they can also keep us a bit traumatized, you know? And like this weekend is all about you doing whatever you need to do, feeling positive, and moving forward with your life, you know, in a productive way. I don't know what that noise is. Somebody's drilling. Okay, let's have a look. Six of Swords. Right, you're connected to somebody who's very successful. They bring good news. This person will be very happy. Lots of other people around them will be happy. Okay, so your person's, you know, this is the energy of people around you. Six of Swords. People are, that is Six of Swords. What am I saying? They're moving forwards much more easily than expected. Okay, yeah, they've been through a difficult time, but they're going to move forward much more easily now, okay, which is nice. They're saying here, I'm on hold, but I'm coming back for you. So again, this is the energy of people around you, where I feel people around you have had a lot going on. You know, they may have had some difficulties, but I feel they're now gliding along a bit more easily. Things are going to keep improving for them, and no doubt you're going to reunite or come together, something like that. So that's why you're best off not thinking about the situation and just being very present with yourself this weekend, doing all the things that you want to do, that you need to do, because everything's good. Like, I just feel like everything's getting back on track for you and everything's going to be good now. Consciousness is infinite potential. That's the wise advice from Guru. So it is, you know, by you just letting go of whatever's recently happened and just being very present with yourself, very present with your life, that's a very conscious thing to do. And it means you basically invite spirit to bring, you know, infinite potential into your life. Like, amazing things can start happening for you now. Right, so Spirit, what is Spirit Guide supporting Aries with? The child. Oh, I did say I feel like you need a bit of time out this weekend to just connect with yourself and do whatever you want to do. Just do whatever you need to do to chill, to relax, or maybe you want to be super productive and get work done, whatever it is. And just focus on those things. Your spirit guides are helping you to do that. And I feel this is the beginning now of your life starting to move forward in a much nicer, aligned way. So a relationship, you know, or lots of your relationships could be starting to get more connected, you know, and you could be having sort of, like I said, reunions with people, or just finding yourself getting closer to certain people now and things just flowing much more nicely, you know. Right, let's have a look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius for Friday and the weekend. Okay, take things slow. Slow everything right down. You might need a rest. You might feel quite tired. It's all about you just taking time out, you know, and then you'll gather more information. Lessons. Love teaches us many lessons. I mean, Eckhart Tolle does say that in his book, The Power of Now, that you can use your relationships to, like, as almost like a spiritual practice. They sort of become your spiritual practice. So, yeah. Well, obviously, anything in life can be a spiritual practice, but particularly relationships, because they touch us so deep, you know, you can really use that as a spiritual practice. So something in your relationship life at the moment, this weekend, may be testing you. And as you slow things down and you get more information, you know, you're going to notice you are getting benefits from all of this. You're learning so much. You're stepping into your mastery, you know. Now, there's some energy that you're on the verge of, you know, there's somebody that has probably made you feel a bit out of alignment lately, because we've got the Knight of Cups in reversed, you know, and that's it's an energy of being disappointed and upset, really. You may have felt disappointed or upset by somebody. You may have felt like it's hard to trust somebody, like they haven't really been a true friend to you or a true person to you. But you've got Magician energy. So I feel it's like Spirit is saying to you, just surrender. Just completely surrender. Slow everything right down and completely surrender. And you might be surprised. Something amazing could end up happening here that could be a complete turnaround with the Magician card. But in order for you to receive that Magician energy, you have to receive the gifts and the powers of Spirit, you have to be the Magician. And to be the Magician, you have to surrender, which means relinquish control and just stay in your beautiful energy, because something's upset you and knocked you out of your beautiful energy. And this weekend, you're going to get that back. You're going to get your beautiful energy back, and you're going to tap back into source, and something like a miracle could happen. Okay, so somebody's going through a right old time of it. They've got Seven of Swords. Like I say, I think this person's disappointed you, or they weren't really being honest with themselves. I think this person will step up because the King of Wands and the Page of Pentacles also flipped over. This person needs to apply themselves. If they apply themselves, they can be really genuine, really honest, and really step up. Okay. Oh God, the card at the bottom of the deck. You're too good for me. I don't deserve you. That was just sitting at the bottom of the deck. Okay. They need to just get over that. There's some issues they've got to work through. You know, they've got issues they need to work through. And I think they will. I think they will. Page of Pentacles to the King of Wands. They can sometimes get distracted off their path and be a bit naughty, but this is a time for them to grow up. That's what Spirit is saying. Don't forget the first card, lessons. Don't chase all contact. So they're saying to you, you know, like I said, don't try to control things, just completely surrender. That's what Magician does. Completely surrender. If you do that and you just let Spirit take control of all of this, because Spirit will. This person's going to learn the lessons they've needed to learn. And, oh, that's nice. Your spirit guides are giving to you, basically. You've got the giver card. So I think your spirit guides are basically saying, you know, normally you give, but it's time for you to receive. And if you just relax, Spirit is the only one that can really give to you, and Spirit will give to you if you relax. I know it's easier said than done, but that's what they're telling you to do. So something might not be ideal at the moment, but if you just surrender and you get yourself back on track, which I think you may have already done, you're going to end up with a good outcome here. I think somebody is going to step up. Right, we're going to Scorpio. I could do with a cup of tea now. I could really do with a cup of tea. Well, I've just done an hour and 7 minutes, so it'd be nice if I had somebody to just go and make me a cup of tea. Right, you may have been taking care of somebody who's very vulnerable, right? But if you look a little bit deeper, that's a mirror to your vulnerabilities, and that you have to make sure you're safe and you're making safe decisions for yourself and looking after yourself better, you know? Because the tendency might be for you to look after vulnerable people and put vulnerable people before yourself. But it is because you really need to be taking more care of yourself. Affection. Showing affection creates a loving bond. Okay. So there's a very soft, gentle, nurturing energy here that I'm picking up. You are doing great at this time. This is confirmation. Because you've got 8 of Pentacles, which shows that you've been working really, really hard. Really, really hard. And perhaps your focus of where you were putting your energy and working really, really hard was maybe going a bit in the wrong direction to helping others. But now you're realigning it and pulling it back. And you've got the Temperance card, and you're getting a much better balance, and you're starting to you've been focusing, and you will be focusing even more on, you know, putting your energies into yourself and your life, you know, so that, you know, affection towards yourself, because Temperance is healing. It's like you're getting a much better balance between the spiritual and the physical world, you know, and so things are starting to get more balance in your life. If you've had addiction problems, or, you know, we've all got coping mechanisms, let's face it, you know, we're all human, we've all got ego. And so whatever coping mechanisms you've got, you know, you should start noticing there's more balance with those as well. 7 of Pentacles, somebody you're connected to, they might question at the moment, like, is this worth it? You know, it may feel for them that it's a bit of a long road, and they might be questioning, is it worth it? But what I'm being shown is it's a long-term connection, and yes, they're not going to really leave or whatever. They're not going to, this person's not going to let you down. That's what I'm showing. It's definitely a long-term thing. Oh, how interesting. The confirmation. I know that you are the one I want to spend my time with or my life with. So if it's a love relationship, I'm telling you, there's somebody here that they might get fed up sometimes or give you that type of vibe, but they are here long term. You're manifesting a long-term relationship is what I'm saying. If you're, I don't know, if you're not thinking about relationships, there's some other kind of situation and the person will step up for you and they won't let you down. You know, if you're like waiting for somebody to help you with something. The Matrix tries to keep you stuck. That's the advice from Guru. Yeah, I mean, that's it. The Matrix does try to keep you stuck. And how does it do that? Invariably, it's through people. And invariably, it's where we get distracted helping other people or getting too involved in their lives. And it's a major distraction. And it's something the Matrix does to keep us distracted so that we don't evolve in our own lives. So I think you've cracked that one now, probably. You know, and sometimes as well, like I said, with addictions or making unsafe choices for ourselves, it's a distraction, you know, and it's something we can fall into because we've got a karmic pattern or a vasana for it, a desire for it. But then we get to a point where we're like, right, this isn't really helping me towards my highest and best, and it's pulling me out of my alignment. You know, so, and we start looking at things like, I've been doing that lately. The Scientist, okay, so your spirit guides are helping you to figure things out at the moment, like a scientist, you know, just really sort of like take some time to just figure things out. What do I need to do next? Where am I going? What's been obstructing me? And just, yeah, I mean, Temperance, you're figuring it all out, basically. So, Pisces. Oh God, I've gone straight for the love deck. That's fine, we'll just go with that. Right. Heal, revitalise your heart. Beautiful. There's a lot of healing going on for you at the moment to do with relationships. Okay, very beautiful energy. And a relationship with yourself. You know, you're coming into such a beautiful vibration, Pisces. And it's very beautiful and healing. Very heart chakra. You've got the Temperance, so that just shows you how much you're healing. How cool is that? You've been getting such a better connection with spirit, so that you've got a better balance between the spiritual and the physical reality. So things in your life are becoming a lot more balanced. You're feeling more balanced. Now, there's some kind of issue that you might be worried about here with the Five of Pentacles. But you've got another card of healing. I cannot tell you how crazy this is. It's crazy because this is healing. You see the healing waters that she's... I mean, it's like the Temperance, because the Temperance is all about the water and pouring the water. And you've got the card Heal. This is crazy. Please do not worry about anything this weekend. That is the message, because something is being healed. Either someone or something. And it's getting healed. So you worrying or whatever is not going to help. If you feel like you're dealing with the aftermath of something, you're going to start healing now, okay? You are going to start healing. You're on your healing journey now, and it's really, really happening for you now. What does this mean? It means you're going to come into more happiness in your life, finally, and I feel like some of you really deserve that. Well, you all deserve it, but... okay, so somebody connected to you has suffered a loss. They've got the Ace of Pentacles in reversed. Now, this person can still really do quite well, because Ace of Pentacles in reversed, it's like experiencing a loss, but you still can't really lose, because Ace of Pentacles is still a very good energy if it's in the upright or reversed. So this person can basically turn it around, is what I'm saying. They can turn things around. My ego is loud, but I'm listening to my soul. I am striving for spiritual enlightenment. So yeah, your person can turn it around. There's some spirit guides helping your person. There's a lot of healing going on. I'm telling you, you're like mirrors to each other. There is so much healing energy going on for you, and your person is a mirror to it. There's something incredible going on for Pisces at the moment, and for your person. You know, this could be the beginning of a much better chapter for you. You've got here, don't let their unconscious energy pull you down. You know, that's the wise advice from Guru, and maybe that's what was happening previously. You know, that you'd been through so many things, and maybe you'd been around people that were unconscious, and it was kind of pulling your energy down. And I think that's the breakthrough that you're having now, that I don't think anyone can pull you down, really. I mean, if you are still struggling with that, you can always book in for a session with me, because I've been through it. And it's hard when you're trying to lift your vibration up, particularly when you've been around low vibrational people. It can be really hard. But you can do it. It's a gradual process. And I can see with these cards the amount of healing that's going on for you and for your person. Scientist, it keeps coming out, but spirit is trying to help you figure things out now. So you're going to notice that you have got more clarity. You do figure things out better now. And you are figuring out the way forward. I feel like they're helping you to figure out the way forward. So yeah, this weekend, try not to worry about anything, because it is all getting sorted. You know, your person probably still has ego, but I feel, although they sometimes may make mistakes or whatever it is, I do feel spirit is trying to guide this person now in the right manner, you know. Oh, I think it's raining again out there. Right, we'll go into, I've got to take Gilbert for a walk in a minute. It's his walk time and it's raining. Let's go into Cancer. Okay, wise. There's a slow energy and you're being much more wise at the moment. Yay. That's the best thing you can do. I tell you, being crazy seems like so much fun, and that's what I was like. I've been a bit of a nutter, you know, on and off all my life. But, you know, the thing is with being crazy, it seems like such good fun, but it is sort of like, I've got a couple of spots there. just noticed that I had one yesterday and then there's another one there as well. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, you know, it's fun. It seems like fun being a bit cray, but then actually, is it really fun? Because you're going too much into the ego when you're going into too much fun. Sorry. It's okay to have a bit of fun. There's nothing wrong with fun, but we have to have everything in balance. That's how spirit wants everything to be, is in balance, right? So then we stay in the heart center. We stay conscious. And that's what you're doing now. You're making much more wise choices. And it's hard. It's hard to take that shift from when you're a bit risky and enjoying your crazy lifestyle, and then you start to realise, look, this isn't really balanced. And it's not really wise, you know, and it is a hard transition. But I feel that's what a lot of you are doing. You're being much more wise now about your choices. And there comes a nice sense of peace. And there comes a lot more abundance. With being balanced, you tap into abundance. There you go. That's confirmation. So you are, now it does say abundance of love. Be open to accepting abundance of love. So it doesn't have to just be money. I mean, I was thinking of abundance in terms of money, but it could be, through your wise choices, you could be tapping into money, and you could be tapping into better health, better physical health, better mental health, and also even love. See how close Spirit is when I'm doing the readings? It's mad, isn't it? Right. 7 of Wands. Yeah, so 7 of Wands is a bit of a dishonest energy. It may have been quite hard for you to be honest with yourself about a situation, you know, and you know, it's hard, because especially when we've got certain things we're enjoying, but we know it's not really doing us any good. But you're in the 3 of Wands energy. Look, you're actually in a much better position than you think, okay? And although you're having to break away from certain things, which is definitely the wisest decision, by doing that, like I said, you're coming into the vibration of source, and that's where all the abundance comes from. So a lot of things, you're in a very good position for a lot of things now. Maybe for your career to take off, maybe for your life purpose. If you're not in a career, because a lot of us on this channel, we've got a different type of lifestyle. You know, whatever your life purpose may be, whether that's your spiritual path is your life purpose, or, you know, caring for someone is your life purpose, whatever it is, you're in a much better position now for your life purpose. I mean, really, our life purpose is actually to do with breaking our karmic patterns and becoming our true selves, you know, being aligned to Spirit. That's really the true purpose of everyone. To be the embodiment of, you know, spiritual love. But anyway, you're in a good position for things to really come good now. Relationships could improve. Lots of things could improve now. Your person may have been quite controlling. And it was probably because they were your person may have felt very like a victim in their life, and they've been very, very focused on being in control, because they don't want anyone to mess with them again. But it's quite a horrible energy with that card, and it's like, with somebody in that energy, you really have to think twice. Do I proceed? Because this person's not in a good space, and if I proceed, what am I really going to get at the end of it, you know? So your person, whoever they were, was going through a bad time, and they were trying to pick up the pieces, but probably not doing it in the right way. But they've got the 5 of Swords in reversed, which kind of to me shows that they may be giving up some of the games they were playing, or giving up some of the bitterness. Okay, they may be relaxing a bit. Your person may be relaxing a bit, which is good. Maybe letting their guard down a bit. They have got the card, my ego is loud, but I am listening to my soul, and I am striving for spiritual enlightenment. So, yeah, they've had a lot of ego. Ego is a product of stress, trauma. You know, we create an ego to cope. You know, our ego is like our mask, our personality, and we create it, and it's not really who we are. And that's what your person done. They were scared, they were freaked out, and they built walls around them. But this person now is relaxing. They're starting to learn to relax a little bit, and stuff like that. You know, you've probably had to be honest with yourself about this situation, because it probably wasn't very good for you. But now you're in a great position to proceed with your life. Even though you've been going through a difficult time, Cancer, you've been going through a difficult time, and it's been hard for you to see clearly or think clearly, but now it's like you going from 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds, or I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's like you've gone from the pits, and all of a sudden you're waking up and you're going, oh, I've actually got some good things going on in my life, and I'm actually in quite a good position now. It's kind of a bit mad. It's like I'm seeing massive progress here for you, Cancer, and I think it's just all vibrational. Because we can shift from a very low timeline to a very high timeline in an instant, because it's all vibrational. And the first card showed me that you were moving into wisdom, and wisdom is source. And like I said, source is abundance. So Cancer's doing something, you're doing something with your frequency at the moment, and it's literally turning things around 180 degrees in a very short space of time. So the wise advice from Guru is, oh, this is a good one. Be your true self, not the false self. Okay, so I was already talking about that. You know, we get pulled into the false self. We think it's the way to go, but it's not really the way to go, is it? It's not very wise. Gets us into all sorts of trouble. And you've got here, the matrix is trying to keep you stuck in a low vibration. And that's basically what's probably been happening. You know, the matrix was probably trying to keep you stuck in a low vibration. And because you were going through a bad time, you didn't realise you were falling into the trap. But I don't think that's the case for Cancer anymore. I think you're massively raising your vibration and stepping away from anything that is out of alignment. And you're tapping straight into source, I can tell you now. You know, your life is just going to go up, up, up now. The gambler. Well, there you go. That is about taking risks, isn't it? It's kind of ironic because you're actually becoming more wise and more careful, but even that can feel like a gamble because you're giving up your old ways, you know, and that can feel risky, you know, when you're used to being the crazy one. I know how I feel. I'm trying to be more, you know, a bit more mature and wise, and it is hard because you're used to doing nutty things, but it does say here, taking a risk could be needed, but ensure that you are willing to live with the eventual outcome. You could win. Whatever you decide to do, just watch out for the unexpected. Listen to your inner voice. Okay, so basically, it probably does feel like a bit of a gamble to you at the moment, because I feel like there's such a massive turnaround for Cancer. It's going to feel a bit strange at times, but your spirit guides are helping you. They're helping you to take the risk, to turn your life around and start doing things differently, and it's worth the risk. And you're going to find yourself doing it anyway, because this is what your spirit guides are helping you to do. They're helping you to take the risk and to start being, it's not really a risk because it is just being more wise, but it's like, it may feel like you're leaving things more up to spirit. You're being more mature and you're leaving things more up to spirit. And that can feel a bit more like a gamble because you're not planning things all the time. You know, you're not out there searching for love or trying to manipulate things or make things happen, force things to happen. You're stepping back and you're being more wise and you're being more careful about where you put your energy. So it is a bit of a gamble, but Spirit knows what's best, and Spirit knows that this is what you need to do right now, because you're getting yourself in a much better position by pulling away from certain things that weren't serving you. And now you're going to become a lot more abundant for it. I mean, that's confirmation. Things are going to go strength to strength for Cancer now. Just watch. So I'm sending you lots of love, lots of peace. If you want to book in for a reading, just contact me. And if you want to buy my deck as well, just contact me. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving the video a thumbs up. And one love.